Legends. Yes, legends, yes. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic today, Monday. We're going to analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. As always, I'm going to be going through the comment section, guys. We were just 60 likes shy on yesterday's live stream, guys. 60 likes shy to hit 500 likes. So you know the deal. If we do get to 500 likes and you comment down below after the live stream, I will be giving $500 worth of Bitcoin to a lucky winner, guys. So make sure to destroy the like button. Let's see if we do get to 500 likes by the end of this stream, by tomorrow, and we'll be analyzing the situation. You just need to comment down below and we'll be doing a giveaway of $500 worth of Bitcoin. Does that look good? Do you fancy that? Make sure to destroy the like button. I'm going to go quickly through the comment section. We're going to analyze the situation for Bitcoin after that. Where are we right now? We are just getting rejected from the $70,150. Will we manage to push to higher levels? This was a level that I didn't like too much, but we talked about this level yesterday, the 50% Fibonacci range. If we were to form here a fourth wave, it looks very corrective. We should be pushing down. I still don't like it too much, guys, but I think it's, you know, if you have good risk management, you can potentially give a shot, right? Give it a shot. Anyway, let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community. I'm going to explain why this level is a little bit of resistance. We are currently bouncing very nicely from the previous day value area high and the previous day highs, right? We kind of moved up here. We're managing to maintain it as support. We're slightly dipping beneath it, but overall holding pretty nicely here. That value, previous day value area high, you could arguably discuss it is the value area high of the entire range as well, kind of holding as support at the moment from this small little range that we had during the weekend. So we managed to get a push up. Now it's bouncing. Volume is very low. Got to say, volume is very low. I'm going to explain why this is resistance. And for any of those shorters out there, maybe this is the chance for the price to come down and sweep up the lows, right, of the range. Just saying, no financial advice, not telling you what to do, but it could be possible, and I'll be explaining that now in the next coming minutes and taking a look at the next possible scenarios. What are the levels that we need to take into consideration? I mean, we haven't done much really, so it's going to be a little bit of kind of almost the same thing from yesterday. A little bit different because of this price action, but we'll go through that now in the next coming minutes, legends. Let's go right away. Master Ghoul, smash up the like button. We were short by 60 likes yesterday. Yes, we were. So you know what to do, guys. All video. Aditya, I can see you here. Thank you very much for joining, my brother. All video. I make 2x profit in 𝗕𝗶𝗴 meme coin in 2 days. I know. If you want, you know, meme coins are the ones that are, you know, they go up massively. They also get big corrective moves. You need to know which one you are getting into. But we got another 𝗕𝗶𝗴 meme coin, right? Which is this one. Let's take a look at some 𝗕𝗶𝗴. 𝗕𝗶𝗴. My goodness, is this like it's a kind of a Chinese 𝗕𝗶𝘴 coin, right? It's got one. It does look like, yeah. There we go. It's a Chinese 𝗕𝗶𝘴 coin. Okay, so apparently this one is yeah. It seems like it's been going up during the last 24 hours, so it's doing pretty good. This was just launched a few days ago. Take this as your own risk, guys. As always, we're going to see a lot of these meme coins popping out. They wannabes, right? They're wannabe 𝗕𝗶𝘴s. Could they do a 10-20x in the coming weeks? Absolutely yes. Could they go down 60-70% in the coming days? Also possible. Much love, Maz from Boston. He says, do you think BTC dominance will hit 60? Always the best TA for the past 3 years. Maz, I know you've been following like crazy for a long time. Let's take a look at BTC dominance here for you. All right, I want to focus on Bitcoin. I prefer to do Bitcoin, but can the Bitcoin dominance go to 60? Absolutely yes, guys. Like I said, when we had the epic altcoin season, it did not start till early 2021. And if we were to follow the 4-year cycle, we shouldn't be having a massive altcoin season till we enter into 2025, right? Maybe late 2024. Q1 of 2025, it does make sense. We are in an uptrend. We are speculating that this wedge is coming to its end. It looks like it's going to roll over, but this could do something like this and then roll over, right? So could it go to 60%? I'm going to say absolutely yes, all right? Altcoin season, I think the proper altcoin season where everything pumps, guys, because everything, 90% of the tokens do pump in an altcoin season. Just take a look at any altcoin that you want on CoinGecko, and I'm sure out of 10 altcoins that you look, 9 of them have pumped in between January and May of 2021. Now this altcoin season only is 3 to 4 months approximately, and I think this is not going to happen anytime soon. We're going to see some volatile moves. Even though Bitcoin hits all-time high, we could correct back down. It's still very early stages of the bull run, even though some people might think it is the end of it. And any big corrective move on Bitcoin as 10% or even 20%, a lot of people are going to be calling for the Bitcoin bull run is over. You know, it's a classic washout before bull run continues. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance to 60%. I think it is definitely possible. The Flying Fish, how are you doing? Inya, thanks for joining. Valerie, aloha, how are you doing from Hawaii? Hello, Andy, good to see you. Umar, Billy, Godzilla, 𝗶𝘴𝘁, NX Play, hello. 𝗬𝗫 Scott. Andy, please do you talk about Jupiter Exchange and its coin? What do you think about the investment point of view? The team and its developers are solid. Please let us know. Jupiter, I have no idea about this, but I will take a look at Jupiter in a few minutes. Make sure to remind me later on. We're going to focus on the technical analysis. This is why we're here, guys. A lot of people are here based on Bitcoin technical analysis. Which are the next solid moves of resistance and support? And where could we find the next possible trend on Bitcoin, right? Between today and tomorrow, I'm talking about small movements, potentially of $500 to $1,500 inside of this area. No doubt that this is a resistance zone. We mentioned this resistance zone. I didn't like very much yesterday this area, okay, for any trading setup. I think this is an acceptable short setup. I am in a short setup with stop loss above the highs. The main reason why is because we are hitting the 50% Fibonacci, right? We talked about the 70,100, 70,200 range to possibly hit. The main reason why this could be, and this is just pure speculation, you can have much tighter invalidation points, basically just at the highs of the wick if you entered a short position here, right? Don't risk too much. This either can come down to the lows, which would be a take profit 1 if not stopped out, and then obviously a take profit 2, maybe down to the lows. However, I don't think that these lows are likely going to be claimed, all right? I don't think they will be claimed. The main reason why we got the title of the Bitcoin whales are in long positions is because we can see the data. We got a few tweets here from some gentlemen saying that, Bitcoin whales on Huobi opened massive long positions at $69,000. We've suddenly seen a massive interest here during the last 24 hours of, longing Bitcoin on this corrective move. We are getting the price hitting $70,000. So is it creating this massive push? But not only on Huobi, we do have Bybit as well. Apparently on Bybit as well, we have massive long positions entering the market, okay, as you can see right over here with this huge massive green movement to the upside, right? A lot of long positions here opening during the last 24 hours on Bybit. We're getting that push to the upside. This could flip very, very soon, as maybe the whales were just aiming for these highs. Big whales, they are interested in just movements of $1,000. I can already tell you, maybe these whales only want the price to push up to claim these highs, and they're already taking their profits at this level, okay? So that doesn't really mean anything as in, oh, we're long position here and we're going to go to all-time high, right, in a matter of a few days. Could it be? Of course, but if big whales are in big leverage positions and they have a really nice profit just with a $1,000 move, they will take those profits eventually. So liquidation targets, we're going to go through that right away. TA on Solana, well, we got, Jupiter DEX on Solana network, very good project, says Aditya. We got my moderator confirming here that Jupiter DEX is very, very solid project. So it looks like that, yeah, we could see that project doing very, very well. Liquidation targets, we can take a look at the liquidation maps, but first of all, TA on Bitcoin, all right, then I'll go through the liquidity heat map. No doubt that there's been some liquidations at this range. There is still a little bit of liquidations at $70,300, and there is quite a significant amount of liquidations here below 69,200, okay? So could we get that sweep of the lows, or are we just going to V-shape recovery? Now, if we take a look at this scenario, right, as we mentioned yesterday, we're going to zoom in slightly on the lower time frames. And right now, if this were to be a fourth wave, which is very unlikely at this point, okay, it has a chance, it does have a chance to have that roll down, but it's unlikely just because it is extremely long compared to the waves that we've had here since we created that high on Friday at $72,000. Usually you want to see the price action quite symmetrical, right? You want to see it quite symmetrical, right? The waves one similar to the waves two, right? In timing, you want them, quite symmetrical. Not exactly, but at least a 1-to-1 or even a 1.6-to-1, 1 or 2-to-1, right? But not a 10 times longer than your wave 2, right? This is why the main reason why, if we do see this as a wave 1 right over here, looking at Elliott wave theory, we've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 and wave 5. It doesn't look too great, right? It doesn't look too great. It's well overextended in timing, giving us low probability that this could roll down. Now, when you're speculating on this as a corrective move, also, you would want to see 3 waves in a corrective structure, right? Unless it's a much complex corrective structure, probably in an extended, in a diagonal, basically, right? Where it's basically a kind of a megaphone pattern. It is possible. That's the only way you can count 5 waves, either in a triangle or in a megaphone pattern, right? Which would be that reversed. Right, that's the only way you could speculate that this could get a rejection from this point, which is basically hitting, just around about the 50% Fibonacci from this third wave down. So it's just there. It's getting a pump right now. It's getting highly unlikely. The only way you could do this, right? We like corrective structures to be simple in 3 waves, right? Either in an ABC. Right now, we're having a little bit of a 5-wave move here to the upside. And the only way you could count this here is in a extended diagonal, right? Where you're getting here the megaphone pattern. So it would be looking at something like this. and you got the megaphone pattern here right there. That's the only kind of way that you could speculate that this is still a fourth wave, because now you're forming 5 waves to the upside. It's not looking too great. It does look like that we want to do that V-shaped recovery. Overall, that 50% Fibonacci from this wave, speculation wave 3 is hitting, right? We're getting the 50% Fibonacci. One of the main reasons why we got this quick rejection at this point is because, guys, volume, right? We got massive volume. We do explain this many times on live streams where we do have extremely high volume nodes that are very important, right? We got high volume candle here to the downside, as you can see on the chart. And if we do get, all right, well, we got the breakdown here with extremely high volume, as you can see. And if we do get a horizontal line just on that low, this is exactly where we got the rejection, right? It just rejected a few $100s. Nevertheless, it's a high volume level, right? You got that support level with high volume. After the breakdown with high volume, you retrace to that zone, and it did get a small little reaction, okay? Small little reaction pullback down to the value area high of the range. So it's still very rangy, It's going to be a battle in between bulls and bears right there. For the moment, bulls have priority as they have successfully broken out from this value area high of the range. We actually just tested about an hour ago as support, right? We've just got a pretty nice bounce at the value area high from this entire trading range. Could it have been a speculation long to come up and claim the highs? Absolutely yes. I mean, if you are trading this, if you are trading a value level, if you want to manage risk, the best thing that you could do is just put your stop loss, give or take, right? A little bit of room beneath that value area high of the range, and you're targeting the highs potentially, right? So it was kind of acceptable. It's kind of acceptable. We got a little bit of a very confusing range here still, guys. Very confusing. We do have the bullish case scenario. We are seeing big whales apparently during the last 24 hours, getting into massive long positions. We got 𝗬𝗶𝘴𝗫, which is a Chinese exchange. We got Bybit as well. And there's big long positions entering at the $69,000 range during the last 24 hours. So could we get that V-shaped recovery? It would make sense. It would make sense as well. We were yesterday talking about this scenario, right, where we've formed 5 waves here to the upside, and we've formed an ABC flat structure here, right? As you can see. If we do, this would be a confirmation for me, depending on the volume, because no doubt we have another bearish case scenario, which would be a WXY here. Could we do this? Absolutely yes, because if we are forming 3 waves down and we form 3 waves up, we could also form 3 waves back down again. So we just want to be a little bit cautious, but for me, the price action to continue to the upside will be looking very good as soon as we break above $70,700, which is that low created on Friday. That would invalidate the impulsive move here to the downside in a 5-wave move down. So no longer 4th wave right over here if you're starting getting above that 70,650, right, which is also the value area low of this trading range. We need to take advantage of the pump, right? Because I know maybe a lot of people might think this is going to be insane resistance and we're going to be hitting, 7/8 Fibonacci, right? Or no, the 618 Fibonacci from this movement down. You got value area low. No doubt we talked about this level getting a reaction as well yesterday. No doubt that this level is resistance. You got the high volume node here from that news that we had on Friday, right? Because that was a big volume right there. As you can see, that candlestick that we had on Friday, big volume. The low is exactly where we have the value area low and the 618 Fibonacci. So there is a lot of confluence at this 70,600 to 700 range. it definitely can get one quick pullback, guys. I think it's an acceptable quick short scalp. However, I wouldn't be too confident that this is actually going to be the highs and we're going to come back down to the lows. Could it happen? Absolutely yes, but I would only take it as a scalp. You know, be defensive with your stop loss as you're rejecting. You know, protect your position. If you're already getting into a 2-to-1 risk to reward, if it comes down to these highs that have just been created, right, during the last few hours, you're looking at the VWAP. This is only a scalp, okay? VWAP will be resetting again. So if you do continue to the upside, I would be looking for this resistance support flip as a possible take profit zone. I mean, this zone is high resistance, the 70,700, but I would believe that the price already is invalidating a possible continuation to the downside. I mean, there is the WXY, right, possibility for this scenario. However, I'm just going to say it is an acceptable short. Just take some profits and, you know, be defensive, right? There's not really, if we suddenly get a big rejection and start breaking down here, the VWAP and these highs created the last few hours, then absolutely wonderful. You could maintain some of that long position, and this could be looking quite good for the next move down to actually fill the wick from the drop on Friday. So we're just going to have to go a little bit with, you know, the price action that is given to take those next decisions. Also, the main reason why we were getting a rejection here at this level, pretty interesting enough, when we do form a channel, okay, you got the massive speculation here, which is really too long about this being an A, B, C, D, E right there, okay, ending up in a megaphone pattern. It's because also we are forming, you know, we are hitting a resistance high, right? When we do take a look at the dead cat bounce highs, right, from the weekend of this major drop that happened on Friday, and we connect the highs created, right, in a channel formation, it's also resistance, right? It is also resistance. We are getting the reaction. Okay, so if you do connect a little channel right there and we zoom in, we can clearly see that, you know, you are hitting that high resistance level. This is why you're getting the reaction. This is why you're getting the pullback. You're hitting a high volume node here from Thursday. Look at that high volume node, how it's acting as resistance very nicely just after the drop on Friday, retracing up to that level, just getting a quick little pullback of, you know, $300-400. Yeah, around about $300, which is kind of pretty nice for a quick scalp, if you wish. Miners are taking profits. The wall, where I haven't checked here if miners are taking profit, but very possible, okay? Miners need to pay for electricity, new equipment. They are mining Bitcoin every single day, and Bitcoin's at all-time highs, so it would make sense, you know, at this all-time high zone that they would take profit. So no doubt, it is definitely possible. I bet 71K next few days, if not today. Very much possible. When we analyze the situation, I mean, Bitcoin is at a local resistance zone. Getting above this level, hitting 70,600, will already look quite bullish, all right? Getting a pop out from this resistance area, which was mentioned yesterday as well, at the 70,100 to 200 range, based on 50% Fibonacci from the movement down, high volume node. You got a channel formation during the last few days, during the weekend. So it is a local resistance point where the price is getting reacted right now. Getting above this level could ignite a nice explosion to the upside to the next resistance level where we are going to get a reaction. Will that reaction be shallow, or will it be a big corrective move? That is the question. Nevertheless, the reaction is imminent at this level, okay? Of course, it can blast through, but the probabilities are low. You're likely going to get a smaller reaction on the lower time frames, whether that's a pullback of $100 or $200. That level, value area low, and the 618 Fibonacci from this drop of Friday is just a high confluence level. You're just likely going to get a quick reaction, potentially a pullback of a few $100s. So if you do believe that $71,000 could be even hit potentially by the end of today even, I think, you could be very much right. Bitcoin is bullish. We got ETFs being extremely bullish. The main reason why Bitcoin is bullish is because we're on an uptrend, right? For the last several months, even the last few weeks, we have broken the downtrend momentum that we had in between March and April, and it still looks pretty good. We are in the camp of maybe the price is still in this side of this fifth wave, which I think it still has high probability. We're still in the camp that we're still inside this fifth wave. This has only been a wave 1. This is about wave 2. And we are going to be forming that third, fourth, fifth wave here, getting above all-time high to complete that 5-wave move to the upside. When we do take a look at this 5-wave move to the upside, the main reason why is because looking at the daily chart, we are speculating still that we are inside the much higher time frame fifth wave as well. So we haven't finished. It does look like that we got some steam here for the next coming days. I did a video last week saying Bitcoin to all-time high by this week, which I'm still standing, believing that this is going to happen, purely based on the Elliott wave theory as well, and the timing. This does look really, really impulsive, and the timing here looks like we have had the end. We are still inside of the fifth wave of the fifth wave, right? We're still inside of the fifth wave of the fifth wave, right? If that makes sense right there. We're forming the fifth wave, and we are still inside of that fifth wave more locally of the last few weeks. Okay, so it does make sense that we could be hitting all-time high potentially by Friday. It does make sense that is a high probability. Okay, 403 watching, only 107 likes, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button. You know the deal. There will be a giveaway of $500 worth of Bitcoin to somebody lucky who's going to comment down below after the live stream if we do get to the 500 likes. Looks like inverted head and shoulder pattern, says Eman. Does it look like an inverted head and shoulder pattern? On what time frame? Okay, on the higher time frame, right? You're probably speculating on this being an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Absolutely, yes. No doubt. Yeah. Overall, it looks bullish. Overall, it looks very, very bullish. I assume that this would be the inverted head and shoulder that you're talking about, and we are getting resistance at this $72,000. If we take a look at the textbook target, right, of this inverted head and shoulder, I mean, this would be shallow of $90,000. Maybe the fifth wave, it could be extremely extensive. There is the extremely bullish case scenario, right, when you do take a look at Elliott wave theory, that if the third wave has been very, very small and not too explosive, when you take a look at the extension, right, when we take a look at this clear low, you have 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave. We will all know that is pretty clear, right, from now. If the third wave hasn't been extremely higher, right, than the first wave, much more explosive, it could mean that the fifth wave is just going to be an insane fifth wave. All right, usually when third waves are very similar in length, still more than the first wave, but not, usually third waves are the one that are very explosive. And if the third wave is very similar to the first wave, it could mean, right, that the fifth wave is going to be the explosive one. No doubt a possibility. If we do take a look at possible targets here for the fifth wave, it's just taking a look at the extension, okay? Fibonacci extension from the pivot low here of the first wave. And could it be similar to the wave 1? Yes, but I'm going to go with the ultimate extension level here, which would be the 1.618 from wave 1 to wave 4. All right, and we reverse this right over here. That could take us to the $90,000 basically. No doubt. If the third wave is smaller, maybe the fifth wave is going to be the explosive wave. And I mean, the most extensive target would be the 1.618 from 1 to 4, which would be taking you to $90,000. It's possible. I mean, it is possible, but let's get to all-time high first of all and just check how the price breaks there, right? Let's not get too bullish here. Let's not be two moon boys here. Two moony boys. Steven, thank you very much for the super chat, brother. Quick thoughts on Polkadot. Polkadot, there's been a lot of... Polkadot is a working blockchain. And there's, the team is working. They are developing. Different things are happening and have been happening during the last few weeks if you are a Polkadot investor. And they're going to be huge. They will be huge. What's my take on Polkadot? My opinion, Polkadot is already at extremely good buying levels. Okay, that is my personal opinion, of course. But Polkadot it's a working L1 project. It is a working L1 project. The top 10 L1 projects have extremely high probability in hitting all-time high, right? We're not going to count Ethereum. We know Ethereum is going to go to all-time high at some point. But Polkadot, Avalanche, Solana, all of these L1s, they are the top 10 L1 projects, blockchain projects that are still developing, obviously, and they got new stuff integrating onto the network. It's just going to be huge, guys. I know it's going to be boring and I know it's going to be sounding silly. No doubt there could be a black swan event. We're all very much aware of portfolio investments. Like I said, when I started investing in crypto in mid 2018, I invested in the bear market. The bear market continued till the C19 crash, right? We did have some pumps and dumps, but I was buying a lot of dumps and I was just, buying the dip and it was keep dipping, right? It was just dipping and dipping and my portfolio was getting into major loss. And especially after the C19 crash, that was like devastating. I was buying for almost 2 years, dollar cost averaging, and then the C19 crash happens and my portfolio was down 70% and I was investing thousands of dollars every single month. And that was like a really big hit. But I was understanding that, hey, I'm just going to hold the bag. I'm going to hold the bag because I know that a bull run is going to happen. It will come at some point. These are just big hits and leverage washouts. And it turned out to come to be pretty good, right? The 70% loss turned out to be over a 20x return in less than 1 year. So, yeah, like I said, Polkadot is an OG and it's developing and I think it's going to do great things. It's going to be here for the next coming years. And when you analyze the chart, and we were very much predicting that this momentum to the upside that we had in Q1 of 2024 was going to come to an end and get a sharp corrective move. It's going to happen. We're going to have a washout before things get crazy entering into 2025. And it could get worse. It could get worse as well. When you do have, and this is on simple terms, I know I'm sure that you're asking based on buying spot and holding for the next 6 to 12 months. I'm sure you're not talking about the possible trading setups. We can talk about swing trading setups, no doubt. But when you analyze this on an Elliott wave perspective and you realize the brutal bear market that we've had in 2022 and part of 2023 for most of the altcoins, and you break the bear market structure, this is the first and most smallest wave from the start of the bull run that is going to get that brutal corrective move as on a second wave. Second waves are usually the most brutal ones compared to a fourth wave. The main reason why they want to, you want to be, the whales want to panic you. You could retrace all the way down to the 7-8 Fibonacci. And on the C19 crash, Bitcoin did retrace to the 7-8 from the bear market low. If you analyze this scenario, This is the breakout of the structure. You know, this wave 2 is going to end up round about, the ultimate level would be the $4.40, which is the 0.88. This would be very, very brutal to come all the way down here. Is it possible? That would be another 50% drop almost, which is definitely a possibility. You know, I'm not saying it's not, but this is already great DCA levels. We don't know where the low is going to be in, but we do know that the range, where the range low could be, and the range here for Polkadot to bottom out, we are already inside it. You know, we are already inside of the common zone for a wave 2. The only thing that the lowest target zone being the 0.88 is another 30% drop. So you're just going to have to be ready for that possible scenario. Don't put all of, don't invest all of your capital here on this because it could dip. However, I would already start DCAing on this one because already going to all-time high, that would give you a 10x risk, a 10x return. And if there's any altcoin crypto project that can reach its all-time highs, its previous all-time highs, guys, it is the L1s. If there's any crypto project that you ask me, because there's going to be a lot of altcoins that are not going to reach all-time high, right? We know it's, there's been many altcoins that haven't reached the previous all-time high from 2017. But if there is a chance for old altcoin projects to reach all-time highs, it is the L1s. It is Ethereum. It is BNB. BNB already hit all-time high. BNB already hit all-time high. Just the other day, right? It was just a few days ago. BNB already reached its all-time high of 2021. L1s. Solana is on the way. If there is any crypto projects that have a chance, it is the top 10, okay? L1 projects. All right? And, well, Polkadot is a layer 0, right? But still, layer 0 and layer 1s, okay, to hit all-time high. Let's go. Continue. Awesome work, David. Thank you very much. It's just a little bit of common sense, just a bit of common sense, and applying a little bit of basic, higher time frame for the bull run. If you are spot buying, it is so much easier. I know that I'll be making huge amount of gains based on because a lot of my trading profits, I just diversify, obviously on US dollar tether as well, but buying Bitcoin, buying Ethereum, and just buying a few altcoins and adding to my altcoin portfolio as well, right? Because I know that the return, right, is going to be huge. I'm looking for an easy 10x of my portfolio. I'm not that ambitious for 100x because I'm buying solid big projects that I know that realistically are going to make me that 5-10x, right? They are safer, they are less volatile, and you got a higher chance, right? If you want to go and speculate and gamble on meme coins, yeah, no doubt. We got pay right now, which is relatively low in market cap. It's 92 million. It is up already 23% in the last 24 hours. If you want to possibly make quick gains, because there's nothing guaranteed with these low cap coins, right? You got meme coin creations up and down, guys, every single day right now in crypto, because this is where people want to make money fast, right? And if it's a cool logo, if it's a cool meme coin, and it creates a big community, they can do 10, 20x, right, in a matter of weeks. You need to take this at your own risk, right? So anyway, apparently we got this one created just a few days ago, and it's been pumping quite nicely during the last couple of days. Get rich quick scheme, yes. Yes, Crypto King. I like to be patient. I was very patient on the previous cycle, and I'm just adding to my portfolio in this dip, especially on altcoins. And I would not mind seeing Polkadot actually breaking down to even $5, right? That would be a given. Get those levels back in, right, from the bear market. Get that range of the bear market back in here. If it goes down to $5, I think it's just going to be an absolute steal, because once things go crazy, guys, that is it, right? That is it. We do not make, the zone where we make money is not in the bull run. It's what we've bought in the bear market, right? This is why when we get the bull run, we get hype and we get a lot of people entering crypto late. Like many of you guys watching, right? A lot of people entered crypto in early 2021 when things were going crazy. You got Bitcoin breaking all-time high, you got major altcoins making 10, 20x in a matter of a few weeks, and people just jumping in. Crypto is the future, right? The money is made in the bull run, but it's thanks to your investment in the bear market, right? And this is very early stages. Like I mentioned, this is the second opportunity. And it was talked about during 2023 that we will get a move up, breaking the bear market structure, and we will be getting a move down in a second wave for the second and last opportunity before things go crazy, right? So higher time frame is relatively easy when you analyze these L1s, L0, right? In the case of Polkadot. So things are still looking very, very bright, guys, regarding altcoins. I know a lot of people are fearful based on this massive dump of 40, 50, 60% that we've had during the last few months. But hey, dips are here to buy, guys. They are here to be bought back up, right? Dumpy Boot Boy, can't wait for BTC to hit $100,000 so I can finally be middle class. Yes, very, very true, right? Very, very true. Well, if you do have more than one Bitcoin, that will be $100,000, right? Middle $100,000 is just not enough money right nowadays, depending on your lifestyle, right? If you have a simple lifestyle like I do, $100,000 is a significant amount of money, right? Depending where you're living in this world, you can live somewhere very, very cheaply for $500 a month or even $1,000 a month, right? $1,000. Injective and Carrot, please. Steal 50% discount. Steal 50% discount. So we take a look at Injective. 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗽. Are you serious? Is there a 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗽 token? I don't believe it. I need to see it to believe it. 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗽. There is a 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗽. It's just not on CoinGecko already. My goodness, that one has to be. Yeah, things are going a little bit crazy with meme coins. 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗽. Is it 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗽? 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝘽. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is live. Is that 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗽? Are you serious? It's called 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝘽. Yeah, it's not on CoinGecko just yet, unfortunately, but it will be, I guess. Shall we take a look at Injective protocol? Let's take a look at Injective. Injective has been one of the best crypto performers from 2023, breaking its previous all-time high. This was absolute insanity. It did over a 40x just in 2023, right? From the lows of the bear market of, basically 2022. It went from $1 range all the way up above $40 just in 2023. It's been the best performing crypto. One of the best performing crypto. I'm not sure if it has been exactly the best, but definitely in the top 10 from 2023. So what is happening currently right now with Injective on higher time frames is, I do like this pullback, to be honest. I do like this pullback. Could this be a fourth wave? It could definitely be a fourth wave. We are getting extremely supported from the previous all-time highs, right? We've got big wicks of the previous all-time highs. That is where we are getting supported from all-time highs of 2021. And what can we see here on Injective protocol? From the lows of the bear market in 2022, we got a bit of a wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. On higher time frames, I believe that these lows from April are going to be claimed again. They are likely going to be claimed again. And that is just looking at the momentum waves here Yeah, this could have been a flat right there. Yeah, it does look like that we could be seeing the corrective structure to continue in the, no doubt that this has been a pretty significant drop already on Injective protocol from that fifth wave, all the, over 60% correction, and we're just consolidating, and we are getting supported, and we're just getting a bit of a relief rally here. But I would the probability in forming a lower high here to come back down in the next coming weeks, I think, is very, very high. Let's take a look here at the levels here on Injective protocol, right? Looking at this range. Yeah, levels of, we are currently getting a bit of resistance from the lows of the range. It does look like that we're forming a bit of a double bottom pattern here on Injective. If we do get a solid breakout, we're just getting that swing failure pattern from those highs created in April, as you can see. So you're just testing the highs right there, which has been support, and it's just rejecting every time you hit it, right, during the last few days. But I like this. This does look pretty good. It's kind of a double bottom Adam and Eve, right? Anybody that's not aware of a double bottom Adam and Eve pattern is that you get a sharp pullback and then you get a pretty nice second round formation, right? So you get the first move here to the downside, very, very sharp, which has been that price action in April. And then we've seen entire May getting a nice round formation, which would be the Eve, right? And the neckline right now is where we're getting that resistance. We're getting those pullbacks at the $30 level, which is the neckline, right? A solid breakout from this area could get a significant move. We close a nice daily candlestick above the highs created the last few days. This is going to be looking pretty bullish for the price to actually get a significant rise. When you do take a look at the double bottom target, only with a successful breakout and a daily candle close above these levels could give you that projected move. And that is taking you to the point of control of the range, where I would be expecting a rejection. Let's take a look at Fibonacci from that wave 5 here, possible wave 5 to the low. We have the 618 slightly above the point of control. It's a rejection point. That is no doubt a rejection point. It is the target of the double bottom, and this is likely going to get a nice pullback. So this level at the $40, right, $39 to $40 is a high resistance zone on Injective, and it's likely going to get a pullback, okay? Just a quick analysis here. This is a rejection point. This could be the A wave, B wave, and then you're forming the C wave. Overall, I would be looking for a short. If we do get a successful breakout here, I would be looking for longs here. We're likely going to follow the momentum to the upside days after the solid breakout, okay? For the moment, no solid breakout created. So it does look like that we could, reject from this point. Right. Hi, Andy. Any thoughts on Sui chart? A lot of altcoin demand. A lot of altcoins on demand. Good vibes as always, bro. Trade with 𝗖𝗫𝘇. Thank you, my brother. There is Andy coin as well. Yes, there is an Andy coin. There is an Andy coin. Which is, man, do I look like this? I've not, this apparently has been a meme as well. Andy coin. This did quite well during the last few weeks. This has done over a 10x in the last couple of months. It's doing pretty damn good. This is the thing about these meme coins, guys. You just take the shot. These meme coins, my goodness, they definitely are life-changing gains to be made on these meme coins. I actually bought 𝗵𝗵𝘴, and I sold all of my 𝗵𝗵𝘴. I bought 𝗵𝗵𝘴 at the bottom. I do have a live stream talking about 𝗵𝗵𝘴, and I said I'm going to invest $1,000 just for the sake of it. Down here back in April, guys, there is a live stream from me talking about 𝗵𝗵𝘴 when it was just launched, because I got someone saying, hey, 𝗵𝗵𝘴 has launched, there's a new crypto meme coin which is called 𝗵𝗵𝘴, and 𝗕𝗶𝘴 is a classic meme coin. I put $1,000 and I managed to bank $20,000 in total, even though it's done more than a 40x since those levels here back in April. But I just been taking profits, and the total profits has been around about $20,000. It is what it is, right? I could have put, 100K in there and made $500,000, but you just never know with these meme coins. Putting a little bit of play money is cool. And if it turns out well, yeah. But yeah, basically bought the absolute rock bottom levels here on 𝗕𝗶𝘴, right? This was basically, yeah. I mean, let's just take a look. Let's take a look. I think it was a live stream, but it was exactly 1 year ago where we talked about 𝗕𝗶𝘴. And decided to buy $1,000 worth of 𝗕𝗶𝘴. I have 𝗕𝗶𝘴 here. There it is. There it is. In April of May, okay? And we even did a live stream in April talking about 𝗕𝗶𝘴 when it was trading at, it was just trading at extremely low levels. Anyway, that was... It was basically, it was just created a few weeks ago. So, 𝗕𝗶𝘴 overall was, it was a good investment back then, right? Anyway, shall we take a look? Hi, Andy, any thoughts about the Sui chart? Let's take a look at Sui here. Let's do some altcoins on demand. Did anybody buy 𝗕𝗶𝘴 last year? Right? I wouldn't buy 𝗕𝗶𝘴. I've sold all of my 𝗕𝗶𝘴. Never mind buying 𝗕𝗶𝘴 now. Could it do another 3-4x? It's it's already a high market cap. I'm happy to be taking those profits. Let's take a look at Sui on the charts. What is Sui saying? What do we have here on Sui? Let's take a look at Sui on the charts right away. What's going on with Sui? Sui on the charts. I like this formation that we are forming here during the last few weeks. It had an incredible rally. Sui did have a very nice rally since November of 2023. Very strong rally. Where we're currently at right now, Fibonacci wise, from the lows to the highs, is at the 618. Ultimate bearish case scenario for Sui, depending on what Bitcoin does, because I am looking at Bitcoin to hit all-time high, but I'm looking for an insane pullback, is coming down to the 7.8 Fibonacci from the lows to the highs here, which would be the sweep of the lows of the last couple of weeks. That would be the ultimate, buying zone, in my opinion. Could it go to the 0.88? Absolutely yes, but it's an incredible DCA in levels here. Sui, a very solid project, and looking at the charts, yes, we are holding the 618. I think it's already at great DCA in levels. I think we could be going down if Bitcoin does get a pullback, because even though when we do take a look at Bitcoin, on higher time frames, I do see this potentially hitting the 7.8 Fibonacci and then even going sideways to then get absolutely rocket. But when I take a look at Bitcoin, the main reason why, taking a look at Chainlink and some other altcoins, right? Chainlink for me is the best example. I am in a short position here on Chainlink since the $18 range, right? $18.5. I do see this happening. Chainlink has been the best one that I have been predicting the next waves since the creation of the fourth wave. For me, it was clear that we were going to claim the highs above $18 and top out at this point and start coming down beneath this low over here. The predictions on Chainlink has been pretty insane, and I still see this highly likely, whether we do get to $19, $20 or not, forming a lower high here and claiming back the lows here from April. And just by analyzing a high cap altcoin, looking at Elliott wave theory, I was predicting that Chainlink, looking at the analysis, was topping out here at the $20 range, and that we were going to get this drop. This was exactly in between March and April, and a lot of the altcoins were bleeding. So if I'm analyzing this as well for Chainlink, just imagine getting Chainlink beneath $12. It means that other altcoins are likely gonna get the drop. So I like Chainlink because it's a high cap crypto. And it does work. It has liquidity. It does work. Looking at here, Elliott wave theory. This is why I'm in a short position. But I would be I would be buying and saying thousands of Chainlink here, guys, beneath $12. This is the ultimate buying zone where I have the green box. I would be buying like crazy Chainlink here. I think there is a high chance that we could go down there in the next couple of months, right? Whether it's going to be June or July or August, I don't know. Looking at the timing, we could get one more leg up and then another leg down. Still very soon on the timing. This could, be choppy, then come down. And the main reason why I think that this could happen is because, and I'm in the short, and I would be willing to get into a long position here, guys. If you are interested in longing, shorting cryptos, you have Bybit. For me, it's the #1 crypto trading platform. You do have that link in the description to claim that insane bonus. With my link, you get a 20% fee reduction as well, okay? If you cannot trade on Bybit, you have Bluffing, which has the biggest bonus available, which is 80,000 deposit bonus, right? You do get that bonus airdropped to your futures exchange. Bluffing is going to be no KYC for a long, long time. Right, a long time. Just with an email and a password, you could start trading in minutes, guys. Check out Bluffing right away because they're going to be no KYC for a long time, and it's definitely worth it. The main reason why, taking a look at Bitcoin, that I do see corrective moves, I do see this opportunity of buying altcoins at these levels and even slightly cheaper levels for the next weeks to come, is because when we analyze Bitcoin on the higher time frame, and when we hit all-time high, I would be expecting a pretty decent pullback purely based on the third wave finishing, correcting here in a fourth wave during the next coming months, and then getting the next explosive fifth wave in 2025. It makes complete sense here. You're going to get a massive flush because, classic. You're going to be breaking all-time highs. I'm not saying, we could be hitting $80,000 and even $90,000 before getting this pullback, but there will likely going to get it will probably not be as sharp, okay? But I would be expecting a pretty decent pullback in the next coming months. And altcoins are going to flush once we get those dips on Bitcoin happening after breaking all-time high. There's just going to be a big flush, and a lot of them will, haven't even recovered. You might think to yourself, my goodness, Bitcoin's breaking all-time high. We're above $75,000, maybe $80,000, and altcoins, a lot of them haven't done nothing, right? They're not going to feel the pump of Bitcoin, but they are going to feel the drop. So, overall, I'm expecting big major opportunity on Chainlink. I think Polkadot, some of them are lagging behind. Some of them are good. Some of them are already at great DCA and levels legends. If you take a look at Polkadot, I have to say that these are already pretty decent levels to scoop up some Polkadot, okay? This green box that I have here that will extend potentially for the next coming weeks and months is the opportunity zone, right? For all of those spot buyers, right? Buy and hold for the next 12 to 18 months. This is the opportunity zone, in my opinion, in between the $4 and $6 is the range to scoop up, because once this leaves the station, you know what happens when the price leaves the station, right? You get this price action over here absolutely rocketing, and in just a matter of a few months, right? 2-3 months, give or take. And this will happen at some point. So you want to be already positioned and do not FOMO in buying those cryptos. Let's take a look at Avalanche, because Avalanche is also one of them. Let's take a look at AVAX right away. Another L1 project that is going to absolutely rip. It's going to absolutely rip. What we've had here with Avalanche is, pretty decent corrective move during the pumpy action that we've had. It's very, very similar, guys. Very, very similar. Worst case scenario would be dropping beneath this level of support, which a lot of people may think, oh my goodness, we're losing support, this is it, we're going to the bear market lows. But overall, what usually happens at the beginning stages of a bull run is that you break these levels of support, you get into panic mode, and then you get the massive recovery. This is what is going to happen if you get that breakdown of this support. You ain't going to go to zero. You're going to bottom out at some point here with high probability forming a higher low in between that 61878 Fibonacci range. You're already hitting slightly the 618 Fibonacci. 7.8 is like the ultimate zone, being 0.88, the extensive area, which is unlikely to hit in a wave 2. In a wave 2, it's unlikely to hit the 0.88, but the 7.8 Fibonacci is it's a very, very common target for a wave 2, which is usually inside of a flush of a market, right? Because you get the wave 1, the wave 2 extending all the way down to the 7.8, and you're like, oh my goodness, what a pump and dump. And then you get the third wave, which just absolutely rips. So, that third wave will come at some point in the next 6 to 12 months, right? Whether it's the end of 2024 or the beginning of 2025, where it's just going to get an absolute rocket. So yeah, it's already at DCA levels, because the 618 Fibonacci is a common target for a wave 2 as well. So yeah, I know a lot of you are talking about DCA levels. If you want to look for a swing trade setup here on Avalanche, what you could do, in the next coming weeks, if we were to dip beneath this low right over here, created in January at the $27, and this would be an epic swing long position, guys, as this could be the end of the wave 1. And you are ending the possible wave 2 here in the next coming weeks. As soon as the price starts recovering above, you could build up a massive swing long position here at these ranges, because this is just likely going to come up to those highs created on March, okay? And even, Avalanche is an all-time high crypto. Avalanche, for me, very confident that this has extreme high probability that it will reach its all-time high in the very near future, right? Give or take between this year and next year, maybe end of this year, maybe beginning of next year, right? Just so, yeah, getting that momentum to the downside on Avalanche, I think that we're going to have an epic opportunity to build up insane swing long positions. It would be a little bit aggressive if you want to get in, start getting into a, swing long position here at the 7.8 Fibonacci. That's at $21. I would even say that we need to be ready for these scenarios, guys. If we do come down to the 7.8 and sweep up this order block right there that we've had here in between November and December, you need to be ready. I mean, this would be a little bit of a sniper long position, but swing long positions with low leverage, right? I'm talking about a 2x leverage potentially on these cryptos would be at the 7.8 Fibonacci, right? Your liquidation being at $10, right? If you enter at $20 and you're using a 10x, and you could always add to that position to lower, your liquidation at $6, right? Or $5. Which would be, very unlikely for Avalanche to be hit. But you're building up kind of an epic swing long position. I think it is possible that we could get that sweep up. If you do come down here to the lows of $27 and you get an instant recovery, that could be the end of it. That could be the end of the corrective move here. of the second wave. If you do get a swing failure pattern from those lows of January at $27, you come down to 25, 23, and you get that recovery above the level, I mean, that could be your long trigger, okay? So I'm talking about buying zones here at the $20 range, but maybe it's not going to be hit, okay? So take that into consideration here on Avalanche. Super Trump, yeah, we got a lot of Trump meme coins here absolutely exploding, right? During the last few weeks, some of them are not doing that much, but yeah, Super Trump, my goodness. Since we got Trump bullish in crypto during the last few months, we've seen a lot of Trump coins being created, and a lot of the older ones having massive pumps here, right, during the last few weeks. Super Trump is actually up significantly from the last week. Right, Jupiter. So how we take a look at Jupiter on the charts here for someone. Somebody has been asking about Jupiter. This is the one, right? It's the DEX on Solana, on the Solana network. Jupiter, US dollar. Let's take a look. It is available on Bluffin, actually. It is available on the Bluffin exchange. You got many other exchanges. Jupe is the ticker symbol. You can trade Jupiter on Bluffin, legends, if you are interested. You do have an insane bonus down below, as you know. This bonus is only for the people that sign up with the link down below, and you get this bonus airdropped, okay? You ain't going to get $80,000 as soon as you sign up, but the more you trade and deposit, you'll be getting airdrops of up to $80,000, right? Potentially 1,000 first, then maybe 2,000. The more you trade, the more airdrops you're going to get to your futures exchange, and you can use it for your crypto, trading setups and keep the profits, of course. So taking a look at Jupiter, yeah, we haven't got much price data here. There is something that I do not like about Jupiter, is this movement to the downside, and this movement right over here, right? It does look like a little bit of an exhausting channel, very corrective after this major drop. So. I am worried about the lows here from April claimed on Jupiter, okay? I am actually a little bit worried that we could be claiming those lows. That's at the 7/8 Fibonacci. If you do claim that low and swing failure pattern, obviously that would be the epic level where you would want to scoop up or get into a swing long position. Let's keep it clear here, guys. You are forming a little bit of a channel where it looks very corrective. It looks very corrective. When we get a, I think this doesn't look like it wants to get a major pop here to the upside right now, even though it could, because when you zoom out, you got this impulsive, this corrective, and this could easily be a 1, 2, and you're in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a third wave, and fourth wave, and then fifth wave in the next coming months. So yeah, there's always the scenario of channels that they could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And you're just basically inside of the third wave. You're just creating the first wave 1, the wave 2, and you're just waiting for that third wave creation. There is always that possibility. So it is maintaining uptrend momentum. I think the best scenario, I'm not sure if you want to buy and hold this cryptocurrency for the next coming months, but yeah, it's already in a DCAing zone all the way down to the 7/8. This is really DCAing levels already, the 618 Fibonacci from the low to the high. It's already good. Buy the dip, because you never know where the low is going to be for that portfolio. However, if you're looking at a swing, swing long position, possibly, you are maintaining higher low support. So the best scenario here, and I'm not sure if it's on all of the exchanges, on Jupiter, yeah, it is that you do have that wick. Do you have that wick here? Let's find Jupe here on another exchange. It is on many exchanges. yeah, you are kind of maintaining higher low support structure, right? Not too much here on Bybit. On Bybit, it's kind of broken. Let's analyze this one right over here on Kraken. Yeah, on Kraken, you're kind of there, right? You're kind of at the support level. But the best scenario here, if you want to speculate that this is going to get a bounce all the way up to the highs again, I'm in the camp that this is possibly going to break down. And then we are going to get the ultimate great level opportunity to either swing long or buy up some Jupiter tokens. But if you are saying that this is a 1-2-1-2 and you're inside of a third wave here, you cannot overlap this pivot low. So take it with a grain of salt. This might be bullish, even though it looks like a bearish flag. This might be bullish. You cannot overlap this wave one. That would be your invalidation. If you take out this low here on Jupiter at 86 cents, you have extreme high probability in claiming the lows right there of April. So that's kind of your invalidation point. If you are looking to get into a long position here at this range, your invalidation is that pivot low here at 86 cents from the 1st of May. Yeah, I would be targeting at least the highs of this wave, and it could potentially be a wave 3. So it could get pretty explosive where you're looking at an extension, because if you do recover from this point, you know, this could get pretty punchy. If you look at the extension here, you could be targeting $1.69 as a take profit zone, because what we're looking at here is this being a 1, a 2, you're inside of the third wave and you're going to create that fifth wave, but you are inside here of the first wave of the third wave, which are very, very similar, right? It's from 1-2-1-2 here. Yeah, definitely a possibility. Your invalidation is tight. It's beneath this wave here at 86 cents. So it's pretty tight as an invalidation point. I would at least target the highs here just in case it is a much complex corrective move in an A, B, C, D, E, right? And then you're breaking down again. I would take profit no doubt at the $1.30 if you're looking for that speculation long. But your invalidation is pretty solid here beneath that low from the 1st of January. Just keeping it simple here with invalidations, understanding the structure. That is what I do see here on Jupiter. Dupe analysis. Thanks for the dupe analysis. You're very much welcome. Thanks, Andy, for the great TA. 𝗕𝗫, thank you very much for joining here today's live stream, guys. It's been over an hour right now. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. I will be back with more tomorrow. Make sure to destroy the like button and comment down below. If it gets over 500 likes, you know the deal, guys. A lucky guy, a lucky person is going to get $500 worth of Bitcoin that will be sent to him. Okay, we'll be doing live here. We'll be getting a roulette or something here for a lucky guy here in the comment section, winning $500 worth of Bitcoin. Thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully you're going to have a great night. Be safe with your trading. Be extremely defensive. Don't risk too much. Manage your risk very well. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.